Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Gaming Library. I'm your librarian for the evening, Bruno Fightmaster, and we're back with some more Insurmountable. Last time, we started with our journalist. We started up into the mountains. We found a hunter who was being attacked by a cougar. We tried to save him, and the hunter left us for dead, so thanks a lot, wherever you are. I think we ended up coming across a bear as well. Who bit us, which was kind of mean. But, you know, we managed. We just took a little nap, and now it's time for us to get back to moving. Let's see. We have some kind of sketchy territory here, so let's go ahead and use our single-minded so we can just completely bypass it. I'll put the speed up again. Yeah, let's get over here. Let's check out this little thing. Whatever it is. Let's see, how long does this last? Oh, it'll actually last quite a while. Nice. Alright, what do we have here? An active fire pit, but not a soul is around. Alright, so yeah, finding other fires here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get our energy back so we can keep going. Okay. As you climb along a crevasse in a glacier, you see an oxygen bottle, together with an oxygen mask, buried underneath a thick layer of ice. The bottle seems to be intact. Yeah, let's use a stone and see what happens. Shards fly as you smash the... let's try that again. Shards fly as you smash a Shards fly as you smash a sharp stone against the ice, over and over. Finally, you've removed enough ice to grab the oxygen bottle and pull it toward yourself. Hooray! More oxygen. Yeah, actually, we're going to use this food as well because we need some energy. Alright, cool. Let's see. That one's a little out of our way. So I think we will just come up to here. Alright, so far we're doing alright. We still haven't had any type of weather happening at the moment, so we haven't had to worry about weather effects. Our sanity is okay. Mostly our energy has been the thing that's been hurting us, but we've been doing pretty well kind of mitigating any type of energy need. You lean back against a rock face. A distant melody reaches your ear, soft and tender and beautiful. You close your eyes for a moment, breathing deeply and evenly. You keep listening. The music seems to be coming from inside the mountain. Could it be yet another legacy of the occupiers? Or maybe its origins are more mysterious. Whatever it is, it makes you smile. Alright, so we get some sanity back, we get some experience, we get another level up. You know, let's go ahead and lose less body temperature during the night, which is good. So that way we can focus on night climbing, so we can get more experience during it. Okay, got a few things over here that we can grab now. Let's do this first. Ooh, another altar. And what do we want to pray to the shrine for? Pray for more energy. Because why not at this point? Let's see. It looks like there's a way that we'll be able to get up there. We can also get over here. So I think we're going to go this way. But we will have to kind of go up and around if we want to go that way. We could, and then make it all the way over there to like one of the caves. Get some more energy there. Let's do it. We talk to a person here. Then we can come up and get this little treasure, whatever it is. Oh no! You hear a couple of loose stones rolling down the mountain. One of them hits you on the torso. Oh, well that's brutal. Yeah, our single-minded wore off, so whoops. Alright, we have a person. You encounter a cloak mountaineer, He points at your flask and holds his hands together. Yeah, sure. We'll get him the flask. We're okay on body temperature right now. Alright. Well, thank you, person. We'll make our way around and come back up here to get this treasure chest or whatever it is. This game has been interesting as far as making you just kind of learn on the fly. There has not been quite a whole lot of, The air is thin, your breath is heavy. You've entered the death zone. You pause for a moment to prepare for the difficult path toward the summit. Ooh, Summit Fever. Ends in 8 hours. 50% energy cost in all terrain. Take it slow. Decreased effect of the death zone. +1 oxygen, 1 moving. Yeah, let's do that. We'll take it slow. We'll just get some oxygen. It's fine. So now that we're above 6,000, we're in the death zone. So now we start losing oxygen as we go up. Half buried in the ground, you found a weathered stone plaque. It seems to be old. Very old, in fact. Well, yeah, let's dig it up. Let's see what we got. As you're digging at the earth with your bare hands, your gaze falls on the characters etched into the stone. Presumably some type of writing system. You regret that you're unable to read the characters. There must have been a civilization here a long time ago. What could have led to their downfall? Finally, you are able to free the plaque and lift it up. In the hollow beneath, you find valuable equipment. Alright, what do we get? Ooh, we got some gloves. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and switch to climbing gloves. Because we're starting to get to the point where we need a little more climbing prowess. So, I guess we'll go over here. Then we'll make our way over to get that treasure, and then we'll go over to the cave. And now it is daytime. Oh, we have an encounter. You encounter the cloaked mountaineer again. He is holding a vacuum flask in his hands, which he passes to you. He then pulls out an herb and torch and offers them to you alternately. You know, let's take the torch, I think. I mean, we could take all, but we don't really need the herbs because we already have some, so we'll do the torch. Thank you, Mountaineer. Alright, cool. So our Mountaineer friend gave us some herbs. Gave us a whole bunch of extra stuff because we were nice to him. Good. While moving through the stony terrain, you step on a treacherous piece of rock, twisting your ankle. Great! Love that. You discover an intact tent. There is nobody in sight, but the embers in the fire pit are still glowing. The camp is obviously being used by someone. It could contain valuable items. Why not? We'll search. A tent with an unusual symbol catches your eye. You plunder it and find valuable equipment. More climbing gloves. They are the exact same, so I am going to leave them. That's fine, I don't need them. Let's come down and see what we got down here. Now we're actually below the death zone again, so we're actually doing ourselves a disservice, but that's okay. As your gaze wanders up the towering vertical rock face, your eye is caught by cast iron rings, old pittons. You tilt your head all the way back, and you can make out that the pittons lead to a small plateau. Why would anyone have gone to the effort to try and reach it? I know, let's find out. The hook creaks alarmingly as you pull yourself upward. You hesitate. A fall from this height would kill you. You slowly creep up, inch by inch, until you finally reach the plateau and shelter inside a rocky niche. This place has provided refuge to the mountaineers before you, and they left something behind. Oh, they left us a tent. Hooray! Oh, and we got some energy because we leveled up. That was wonderful timing. So we spend some energy to increase body temperature, oxygen gain per hour. Yeah, we'll do strong ones because we are now actually starting to get to the point where we need to we're going to start to be climbing up a little more frequently, so we're going to need all the oxygen we can get. Back into the death zone. You enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. However, you notice a strong smell. Alright, let's investigate. You follow the smell but are unable to find anything except for some tufts of fur and bones. Well, alright. And now we sleep. We're going to lose a bit of oxygen, but we do have a couple of oxygen tanks that we can use, so that's fine. Not going to get a lot of nighttime, but that's okay. We'll make it. Okay, so come up here. We have our terrain again, which we should have probably used. We get hit in the torso again by a rock, which is kind of mean. Okay. I want to go over here to that. I kind of want to go up to that. But lying on the ground are two dead mountaineers. It looks like they haven't been there long. You recognize the symbol on their clothing. It's the same one on the tent that you plundered. Most unfortunate. Well, let's go over here and find someone else to talk to, I think. And then we'll go get this thing. What do we have here? Ooh, abandoned radio relay station. You can't believe your eyes. A fallen antenna is blocking your path. Oh, let's look around. You are certain that the antenna is from years of occupation. Maybe it was some type of radio relay station? But what was it used for? You ponder as you continue on your way. Okay. Oh, and of course, we're going to get to our next thing here right as the sun comes up, so we don't get any bonuses. Boo! Oh well. An active fire pit, but not a soul around. I think we're going to gain energy again. Alright, now that we have a nice big climb ahead of us, I think it's time to ignore some terrain effects just in case. Then let's make it up. I think we can make it up to the top today. What do you think, guys? Oh, missed it by one. You discover the wreck of a plane crash. You could take time to search it. Yeah, let's thoroughly search. Unfortunately, you find nothing. Well, that's unfortunate indeed. What do we got? We gain some sanity when we consume things. Reduced energy costs on all terrain. Yeah, we'll do that. Just because we're going to be doing a bunch of climbing here pretty soon. Yeah, let's actually just go ahead and use it. Yeah, we'll come up here. Oh yeah, I think we can get up there to the top today. Another shrine. Some sort of religious shrine. I guess we'll pray for health because we are actually doing kind of bad on health this time around. Oh, that's a lot of energy. Well, but we have a tent, so we can just rest up there. You know, whatever. We're just going to rest on the side of a cliff. It's fine. Oh, and there we go. Especially now that we're at night. At night. And yeah, I'm not really seeing anything around that would be for a place for us to sleep. So yeah, we're just going to go up and we're going to deal with the fact that we're going to use all of the energy in the world getting up here. That's going to be a nice big climb. And that's what uses most of the energy. But it's okay, we have a shrine right here. We can just pray to get more energy, right? That's how that works. Ooh, an eagle. A golden eagle suddenly lands in front of you. Its wings carry it majestically to the ground. Fascinated, you watch it, and it watches you, unafraid. You can't explain it, but the encounter feels magical. Fully wrapped up in that moment, you regain... Well, our warmth's okay, so I guess we're going to do sanity. And then let's go over here. You encounter a mountain goat. It's nibbling on some herbs. Let's approach it in a friendly manner. Gives a friendly bleat and shares its herbs with you. Well, great. Don't exactly need it, but it's fine. Okay. Can we make it up to the top? Not exactly. So we'll just go ahead and rest. Oops. Okay, we haven't used either one, so okay. Yes. Use a tent. We'll sleep for a while. Back in the morning. And let's use an oxygen bottle. Okay. So, yeah, let's get up to the top here. Burn most of the energy that we just got. But hey, we have made it to the top. Top of our mountain. You feel the need to collect your thoughts as you stand on the summit and allow your gaze to wander. The things you have experienced thus far only raised more questions. Obviously, you didn't expect to find all the answers about the occupiers here at the top of the mountain, or to find proof of their dark deeds. But to find nothing but rock, snow, and ice? It's a definite disappointment. You spent your whole life diving headfirst into precarious situations, but nothing could have prepared you for this. It's as though the mountain is doing everything it can to keep its secrets concealed. You stare at the second summit. You've had one setback after another, but they made you what you are today. And they taught you to persevere, to keep going. In the end, you'll always have a story to tell. Before you can scale the next summit, however, you'll need to head back and regain your strength. Okay, so it's not good enough just making it to the summit, you then have to make it all the way back down. Which I suppose makes sense. I mean, do gotta make sure that you can, get to the ground and survive. So, do we want to gamble and try to get all that stuff over there? We could. Northern Lights. What a sight. Alright. Let's see, because there's a person, there's a special. Well, we definitely need to rest. Because we're almost out of energy again. Because we're not good about energy. Okay. I think let's just head down. So, I'm going to use that again. And we're going to use that. So, let's just make our way downtown. Wow, we use almost no energy from that. Wow, we can really pathfind for quite a while. Let's go over there. Nice long path. No, actually, I'm going to stop for a sec, because we could go over there. That's kind of out of our way, though, I think. Yeah, then we'd have to backtrack. It's okay. We'll do it. Why not? We have a lot of things that are mitigating some of our climbing needs. And besides, when we get over here to whatever this thing is, I forget what it is. I think it's a person interaction, maybe? We can reevaluate. And besides, we're getting farther and farther out of the death zone, so maybe we won't need to worry about it. You once again encounter a mountain goat. It's standing behind a rock and using its head to point emphatically in the direction you're walking. Is it trying to warn you? I'm sure it's fine. We're going to ignore the goat. You take a few steps, leaving the goat behind. Suddenly, a large wildcat attacks you. It bites your arm before you can scare it off. Well, that's not great. But hey, we got to level up, so that's fine, right? Oh, yeah, we'll reduce the cost of climbing during the night. That's fine. Wow, we've been getting real beat up by like everything. Okay, so a lot of these things that we're going to come across, a lot of them seem to have a couple of different parts to it. So like we've seen the mountain goat a couple times. We've talked with, like, I don't think the hunter was one that we interacted with, but there was a couple other things that there were like two parts to it. And it seems like normally if you get the second one, then do what it says, listen to the goat, and it'll actually get you good things. Nearby the camp, there's a torn tent. You could take time to search the intact tents. Sure, why not? You find a biovac tent. Cool. We can't really use it. Well, I guess we can. We could take it. Alright, and let's go. Now we're back in the daytime. A long crevasse hinders your advance. There's a narrow spot where you could attempt to jump across. How bold are we feeling? Let's try it. You almost make the jump cleanly, hitting the other side of the crevasse hard. Well, alright, that's fine. So our dude's okay. He's not great, but he's okay. He's gotten beat up this time around. He, she, whoever it is, they've gotten beat up. You enter an expansive cave. Countless stalactites hang from the ceiling, some of which are longer than your arm. The rock formations must be thousands of years old, dating back to the first traces of people on this island. It makes you happy to think that anything could endure for so long. Thank you. Oh, that's all the way around. Okay. What about that way? Oh, we have to keep going all the way around. Huh. Well, what about here? We're still going to have to go all the way around. Okay, there's a couple people here. I think it's another person. Yeah. Ooh, we could go over here. Doesn't exactly matter because we do have a tent, so we can just kind of do what we want. But occasionally the free tent spots over here tend to have fun things associated with them, so let's do that. Got some danger terrain. Seem to be okay though, so all good. All right. At the rear of a cave, you hear a faint you notice a faint shimmer of light coming from hundreds of fireflies. Fascinating. Yeah, I suppose so. Back to the cave entrance, and we sleep. We do long sleep. And now we're starting to get some body temperature effects too. But now we're back in the cold. Not the cold, at night. Alright, so let's go this way, I think. And we'll use both of our abilities again, so we can... Actually, we're going to stop. We're going to go to this one. Oh, that's all the way around again. Well, that's fine, forward progression. We're going to go to this one. I think we're going to give that one a pass. Okay, now we can see other things, so you do have to kind of get to them as you can. But we can make our way kind of across here, and then we can get to our safe zone. You walk past a massive crevasse, and you hear faint cries for help. Looking into the depths, you identify the unfortunate mountaineer at the bottom of the chasm. Leave him? No, let's climb down. Carefully, you climb down the crevasse. Shortly before reaching the bottom, you slip and land next to the unfortunate mountaineer. With great effort, you manage to save the mountaineer. His gratitude is beyond words. Well, that's good. But we are... Oh, well, we're actually doing okay with... Oh, huh, surprise, we have a free tent. Nice. Well, since we're here... Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the smell, see what we got. And the same thing. Alright, well, that's fine. Oh, see, now we're below the death zone again, so we're actually just increasing everything. That's nice. I like it. See, this was a very lovely place for a cave. And let's continue. So yeah, I think we've got this one in the back. We'll come clean up this little interaction here, and yeah, I think we will give it a go from there. A wide crevasse is blocking your path. There is a snow bridge that you can use to cross it, but you're not certain that it's stable. Let's give it a try. A few snaps on the snow bridge, the snow gives away. You hit the other side of the crevasse hard, but manage to catch your fall. Alright. Our guy has not been having a lot of luck with these different events. The branches of a nearby bush are completely covered in spider webs. As you take a closer look, you notice several spiders vanishing into a hole in the ground. You bend over to inspect the hole. It looks like there's something hidden there. That's great, but that belongs to the spiders. I want nothing to do with that. Alright. And as long as we don't run into anything else that completely destroys us, we should be okay to finish up this first climb. Not bad. We did okay. Got beat up a lot, though. Beat up a whole lot. A long valley extends between the two peaks. The sheer rock provides good shelter from the elements. You'll make a camp here and rest. The hardships, though, have left their mark. You know you must conserve your strength if you hope to conquer the mountain to get your story. Alright, we get a whole lot of things. Nice. Mountain 1 completed. Overconfidence. 20% energy on all terrain. Well, that's great. Okay. So, let's move to Mountain 2. Now, what route do we want? Stable ice. Icy terrain provides better grip. Heavy blizzard. The weather on this route is merciless. Her very eerie surroundings. Ooh. I think that might be the best one to do, though, because if there's very rough terrain and we're already going to be in a... We're already going to be having a very rough time as far as that's concerned. We might not want to do that. Though, if there's more snow, that might be better. You know, let's... Only active during night, and that's going to hurt us because we want to kind of be in the night normally. So, let's try... Do I think there's going to be more ice or more snow? Probably more snow, to be honest. Let's give it a try. We'll do Route 3. Alright. The second summit looms above you, dark and threatening. You hear rumbling in the distance, but the mountain's attempts to scare you off only fuel your desire to scale the summit and discover its secrets. Alright. Oh, that is a... Wow. Oh, and of course, ice. Ice forever. Thanks, game. I appreciate that. Yeah, let's reduce the, yeah, reduce time cost on all terrain. Nice. That means all of our active effects will last a little longer. Alright. What do we got here first? We're going to twist our ankle. Great. Oh, 50% energy cost on all terrain. That's awful. You stand under the skeleton of an old tree. Its exposed roots form a hollow that seems to lead deep into the earth. Someone has set traps inside of it. Maybe they hid something in the hole? Sure, let's just start with the traps. We're curious. You use a thick branch to trigger the mechanisms on all the traps, making it safe for you to reach into the hollow in the tree's roots. You pull out a crate, but it turns out to be empty. How disappointing. Woof. Shrine. And let's pray for some health, because we're not doing so great. So, something else to note. Everything is, you know, it kind of comes together all at the same time. Not doesn't come together all at the same time, but it progresses from climb to climb. So, something to keep in mind. I don't think we're going to go that way, because that looks like to be all ice. So, we'll just cross over here, and then we'll go up this way. Get some fancy stuff over here. Like whatever that piece of paper is, then we can rest. Go all the way up that way. There's a whole lot of things up there. Could go this way too, in theory, if we really wanted to. So we're doing alright right now, because everything's still kind of flat. On a rocky ledge a few feet below you, you spot a tree stump with wild herbs growing on it. Oh, sure, why not? It seems as if the herbs are thriving in this climate. You're able to collect 2 big handfuls. Oh. But, not really enough to actually keep it. You could, in theory, keep at least 1, but I don't think we're gonna... I don't think we need these, so I'm not gonna bother. Yes, that's fine. And I'll also get rid of the gloves, because we definitely don't need those. Aw, that's unfortunate. You enter a cave. Oh, wait, let's follow the smell. Man, every smell, we just, like, there's just nothing there, ever. We'll do brief, because I want to get at least some use out of the night. And then we have to go all the way around, don't we? Boo. I think we will still go this way because I do want to get up to there, so... Alright. Oh, well, actually... Yeah, let's go over here first. Why not? I mean, we're not going to get anything from the night anyway, because we're not in the correct fashion here. Let's go here first and see if we can maybe get there a little faster. Maybe should have taken the long way and had a more flat option. Okay, no, there really isn't a good way around there. So we could go like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a little farther, but we're also using more energy that way. Though we can probably just get some more energy from this shrine, so... You know, I suppose it's kind of a moot point. And that way it's less time. Yeah, so we can just get our energy back. Nice. Well, let's not go all the way that way. No, we do have to because there's nothing but trees there, so... Okay, yeah, why not? Go all the way over there. Yeah. We'll go over there. We'll gain some energy again, probably. And, we're kind of far away from that side of things, so we probably won't do that. Oh, it's a nice clear day. Well, we should then try to make as much progress as possible. You see a small tunnel leading into darkness. Let's explore. But it's so dark you can't see the hands in front of your face. Well, we have a torch. The torch illuminates the passageway, and you go even deeper into the cave system. Finally, you enter a chamber and find a box containing some provisions. The light of the torch begins to flicker. You quickly pocket the provisions before your torch goes out. Oh, nice. Food! I love food. And then... I guess we leave, because we don't really need anything here. Yeah, let's book it. Don't think there's one thing over there, but that's putting us pretty far out of our way. And well, maybe not. Do that. Oh yeah, because we have to go all the way around for that. So yeah, we would be doubling back. Let's go here first, and then we'll reevaluate. So yeah, we would have to just go back through that path again, which is a lot of energy. Now, we're actually having some, we're having some sanity issues now. Huh. Yeah, let's get some health back. Because we can use that. So yeah, let's get this tent. Get the couple things here. Okay, we'll follow the smell. No? Apparently the smell is just going to be for a bunch of additional experience just all the time, which is, you know, that's fine, whatever. The more we know. I'm guessing once we get kind of further into the game, we might start getting stuff that's a little more unique, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll take out the chest. You find some equipment. Hooray! What do we have? Ooh, snow boots. High quality snow boots. Actually, we don't have... We're still on rock for a bit, so we'll save that here, and then once we get a little farther up, then we'll switch out our boots. You reach a small plateau where the steep rock walls provide natural protection against the icy wind. A good place to take a break. The long extinguished fires suggest you are not the first person here. We'll take a break. You'll be fine. Other mountaineers have sat here before you to recover from their exertions. You wonder who they were, what they were doing. A gap between the two rocks, you find some empty cans of beans. Their expiration date is listed as 50 years ago. Yep. Okay. Do we want thick skin? Or reduce energy cost on ice? Yeah, let's do thick skin. Because we've been getting beat up a lot. Alright, so what can we do? We can go down. Let's go here, I think, though. We'll probably need to get a bunch of those. Because we're getting to the... Oh, we missed one. That's okay. Because this time, we're probably going to get way past the 6,000 mark, so we're going to really need to pay attention for oxygen. There's something on the ground in front of you. You reach down to find a can of beans that expired 50 years ago. Yeah, that sounds right. But we have our own cans of beans, so we're not going to touch that one. Okay. You hear voices coming from behind a rock face. The soothing smell of fried food hits your nostrils. You carefully peek around the corner. Some indigenous people are sitting around the campfire, passing around a jug. The brew must pack a punch. Each mouthful makes the strangers grimace in pain. You make your presence known and they wave you over. They want you to join them. Yeah, we gotta get a story. You open your eyes. What happened? You can't remember, but you feel strangely refreshed. There is no sight of anything or anyone except for the campfire burning beside you. You slowly pick yourself up and continue on your journey. Oh, wow. Okay. Well. Alright. A lot happened there. Oh, that's... Uh-huh. Well, that was not what I was expecting. I guess let's come up here, and then we can, maybe this will be a good place for us to stop here so we can reevaluate. Then we get hit again with rocks. Why? Rocks, what do you have against our torso? We need our torso. Oh, that's a... Okay, that's just like a frozen river running through it, which is kind of cool. Another eagle. Hooray. We'll get our warmth back because we need that. Alright, well. Oh boy. Okay, so... I suppose we could just try to go straight across. But we're gonna... Yeah, that's a lot of energy. Although we could ignore that. Let's maybe get to... We can get like here, rest, and then we can go crazy. We can get a shrine and a place to rest there. So that'll be good. We'll see what magical thing this has in store for us. The rocky landscape in front of you is scarred by an elongated fissure. On the other side, you see a strangely regular block of stone. Something on top is reflecting light. You slowly approach it, the end of the fissure. A narrow wooden bridge with a rope at the hip. At hip height, leads you across the abyss. Sure. The wood groans under the weight as you step on the bridge. Bit by bit, you struggle forward. Just a few more steps. A snap, and then you're standing on firm ground. You made it! You look around. The cube of stone is streaked with quartz crystals that reflect light. Beautiful, but useless. Yeah, we don't really have any room to just have rocks in our stuff. Just about to turn away when you spot something else in the shadowy recess. Oh, we get more food. Hooray. I love more food. Okay. There's that all too familiar smell of ethanol and herbs in the air. You listen. Snoring sounds. You approach the source of the sound. Your three drinking buddies lie sheltered in a hollow, sleeping off their intoxication. Oh, do I have one of those? I didn't realize. Or I could just search their valuables. You know, let's share our drink. Men's eyes light up as you offer them your tea. They taste it and add a shot of their homebrew. Silently, you raise your cups and warm bodies from the inside. Nothing beats a good tipple. As you part, the locals offer you a gift. Ooh, what do we have? Snow boots. Well, I already have high quality snow boots, so I don't need yours. So, goodbye. Alright, well, let's get over here. And then we can make a mad dash up there, I think, to the couple of things. Actually, we probably need to rest here, because I think even with all of our bonuses, with all the other things that we have, like energy costs and that, we might still be in a bad spot. So, I think this will be a good spot for us to stop. Thank you so much for joining me once again here at the Gaming Library. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, tell your friends about it. Let's bring some more people here to the library. And, yeah, we'll come back next time after we do a nice long sleep and keep making our way up the mountain. Until next time, friends, this is your humble librarian, Bruno Fightmaster, checking out.